There it is.
Is it recording?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So you're going to be on your best behavior, right? All right.
Yeah, what's the YouTube?
Yes. All right, so that's why we're all going to be on our best behavior. All right, so welcome. Once again, welcome. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a couple things. We're going to do two things. One, I like to start off the school year with a very, very simple challenge for you guys. And the challenge is it's like I said, simple. I'm just going to ask you guys, to put yourselves into alphabetical order. But, yes, it's an easy challenge. You say to yourself, why would you do that? Why would you just put us into alphabetical order? Well, there's a reason for that. I want you to figure out the way that I would like my classroom to run. Were you guys listening to Dr. Deglio or Mr. Wright this morning where he's talking about the 4 C's?
No.
Yeah.
I hope you were. Yeah, I know it was a rough morning. I understand that. It was rough, first day of school. But the idea was that he came up with the 4 C's right here. Communicate, collaborate, be creative, and to exhibit critical thinking. All right? So, with that being said, communication, when we do this activity, I want you guys to communicate with each other. I like to always say, have a discussion, not a yell. Don't yell at each other. Because we're going to disrupt our environment, and we're also going to disrupt the environment outside as well. Like Mr. Basilio next door, or Mrs. Keene as well, who could possibly be your 8th grade teacher. Collaborate. I love to have you guys work together in small groups or large groups. I'm not a traditional teacher who's just going to sit here and talk to you the whole time, right? I like you guys to work together and to work sometimes independently as well, but I want you guys to come up with your own findings, your own information. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing this, where I'm not going to do it. You're going to put yourselves in alphabetical order. Second, you're going to encounter problems this year. Like, for instance, you may encounter, like one of my periods today, they encountered a problem with putting themselves in alphabetical order. Too many people just talking back and forth, they're talking over each other, etc. So you might encounter problems. Now the thing is, what are you going to do when you encounter that problem? Are you going to persevere? Are you going to have that grit to say, I'm not going to let this beat me. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to overcome it. Last one is to think critically, critical thinking. Think outside the box. Is there a way that I could solve this problem? For instance, the problem that I'm going to give you right now of putting yourselves in alphabetical order. Is there a way that we can do this, that we have to do it, or can we think outside the box to figure out a way to get this done? Have I lost anyone?
No.
No? What's your name?
Alex.
Alex, tell me, what's your question?
Are we doing alphabetical order in first names or
No,
last
they're going
names?
to do last names. Okay? Yeah, last names. Yes? Hold on a minute. Make sure we're all on the same page. No one speaks over anyone else. Yes?
Do we line ourselves in a line like A to Z?
That's up to you. That's up to you what you want to do. Yes?
We use our iPads.
For what reason? What would you do with your iPad?
I would go in school,
Oh!
check the members, and then that's already
Is that a creative way to think? Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
What's your name?
Devin.
Devin. Very good. So I'm going to tell you honestly, while you guys are doing this activity, I'm going to be taking notes. I'm going to be writing notes down. Like, who is thinking creatively? Who is going to emerge as the leader of this group? All right? I'm taking my hands-off approach and let you guys do this, okay? So, once again, while we're doing this activity, communicate with each other. Do not let the noise level go high. Do not yell. Collaborate. Make sure everyone participates in one way. Work with each other. Be creative with your problem solving. Schoology is a great idea, like you said. And finally, the critical thinking as well. Okay? So, let me just give you one thing. This is going to start right here, the first person. Okay? It's going to go back all the way to the end of this row. Once you're done and you filled up this row right here, you're going to then come up here and you're going to then fill in this seat, that seat, that seat. Just the 3. We're going to leave that one blank back there. We're going to come after I fill that seat up. What's your name?
Nevaeh.
What, Nevaeh? When Nevaeh's seat's filled up, where are we going to come? Right here, okay? And then we're going to go back, 1, 2, 3 to Jake. And we're going to stop, and then where are we going to go? So right here, okay? And then 1, 2, 3, etc., etc., etc. All right? Got it? Wow me. Let's go. Do it. Remember that noise level?
You can have a signing.
You're not the only one. You gotta get the camera.
feet tall. I don't know what this is.
What are you doing?
Is that a camera?
Is it live?
Is that a camera?
No. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but like
How many members are there?
525. My name is
That's the minute. That's the minute.
We, back
Oh,
with the
nobody's
camera.
even.
Thank you. Feel like it's not even there. Feel like it's not there. Who is that right there, by the way?
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, that's right. Good job. All right.
It's called a camera. I know that. But like, subscribe to my Minecraft channel. Subscribe to Red Banana.
This right here? Where do you think?
Charles Green.
You don't?
Charles Good.
Charles Giuliani.
Right next to
You're
Charles.
putting yourselves down. You are problem solving right now.
Yeah, what's your name?
I don't know.
Nice to meet you.
I don't know.
Here.
Nobody on the line. This is what we do. I don't even call it a line. That was unnecessary. Yeah.
Sarah.
So Dylan, you're good with Dylan, right? Jackson? What do you want to call it? Jackson?
Wait.
You good with that? Okay.
What's the song's name? Call me.
Silas.
Donald?
Gerald Jackson.
Jack.
Jack Montgomery. Oh, that's me.
Margot? Right, you with Margot? Okay. Charles? Charles, what do you want to be called? You know Charles?
Charlie.
How about Dean?
Natalie.
Oh, that's me. Who is?
Alright, then Ava? Good. Ryan?
Over there.
Silas?
Over there.
Jake over there.
Sarah?
Alex.
Oh, I think. Wait, who's that?
Natalie, right?
Alex.
You with Natalie? You good, okay.
He doesn't know his name.
Ryan.
How much was it? Other side. The other side. Other side.
Okay, once you have your seat, I would like you to please put your name on this place card right here. I'm going to leave this in my classroom so that I have a better opportunity to get to know you guys and your names. I try to usually aim for about a week and a half, 2 weeks to know everyone's name. I may know your name by the end of today.
Devin is the one who's.
What's my last name? Gerald Jackson.
Who's sitting there?
Caleb's son.
Wait, Caleb's son?
Right there. No,
Caleb's
son? There, then up there.
Okay, so
Wait a minute.
No, right here.
I said that.
Which Caleb's son?
Yeah. Ollie.
Jacob?
Wait, it's
You call Jacob? Alexander? You good with Alexander? Are you Dan Castro? No, I thought Dan a while ago. Ryan?
Oh, so
Hello, Ryan. Nevaeh? Caleb? And Damien?
Devin.
Is that your name or you want to be called it?
That's my name.
Okay, I have Damien for some reason
Stuck into that roster.
here. Caleb? Molly? Julia? Daniel? Want to be Dan or are you good with
Danny.
Danny? Okay. And Jackson. Good. All right. So well done, people. What are your observations about this right here? Do you think? Okay, let me ask you this. Let's go right down the C list. Okay. Did you guys think you communicated pretty well? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. What do you think? What's your name?
Silas.
Silas. What do you think, Silas?
Not really. I just did what other people.
You did what other people told you to do, right? So you kind of became like the follower role, right? Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. With an activity like this, it doesn't hurt to have someone who does that, and a bunch of people do that. Okay, what else? Devin?
I kind of did because I sometimes forgot where it started up again.
All right.
People told me.
All right. Can you put your name on this, please? What's your name?
Dean, I didn't get one of those.
Yeah. Do you think that you collaborated well? I think you guys got along, and I also appreciate the noise level. I think that was a really good area to stay and focus around. Gentlemen, don't talk. All right. Really good area to focus around, just being there because we don't want to distract others, and we also do not want to, in this room and also outside the room as well. Speaking of collaborate, do we have a leader emerge?
Yeah,
Who emerges as a leader?
Devin.
Now, that's good, Devin. Thank you. That was great. We needed to have somebody emerge. But here's the thing. Is Devin the automatic leader from this point forward? No. No, he's not. No, because any of you could do that. You could do that within your small group. You can do that within the large class group, whatever have you, etc. How about creative? Were we creative with our problem solving? How? Use your resources. Very good. Very good. Use your resources. All right, and you were thinking outside the box as well. So overall, good. I'm pretty happy with that. And like I said, I want to kind of set the tone to say I'm not going to give everything to you. I'm not going to stand here and just tell you and teach that way. I'm going to have you guys do a lot of things, and you're going to take charge of your own education to a point. All right, I'm always going to be here to help you and to guide you, but I'm also going to have you guys take charge of a lot of the education portion as well. All right. Now, does everyone have their name on this? Yes? Okay, if you could, share, use your resources, right? Collaborate. Collaborate with someone if you have a pencil that you can share.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
For now, until I get to know all of you and who you cannot sit around and who you can sit around. Just maybe just figure out personality. You have one? Good. Okay. I'm actually going to collect them. So, yeah. Now, I change them every marking period. I'll probably actually change them after this week. I'll probably change them during this weekend, Labor Day weekend. I'll probably change them. Like I said, right now I'm just trying to figure out you guys, and I'm sure you'll all change within the next couple weeks anyway. All right? All right. So hold on to those nameplates. Could you actually just keep them on your desk? As I walk around, I'll be able to see it, and I'll kind of give a visual with your name, etc. All right. What's that? That doesn't matter, right? Yes. Sarah? No. All right, so something else. Now, if you, Sarah, you said, why are we doing this, right? You were like, what are we doing? So I said, this is,
My name's not Sarah.
what is your name?
Hannah.
Hannah, sorry, one of the two, yes. So Hannah, you're saying, why are we doing this? So hopefully you have the idea now, kind of like I was saying, I'm going to set the tone, right? Speaking of why are we doing this, how about another one, right? Here's my last thing to do for you. How about an apple?
I like apples.
How about an apple? So the apple, I'm going to show you another way I teach. Another way that I teach is through examples. And I enjoy teaching this way because I like to have people think, and then I also like to have you kind of get a different look or different perspective of it. Right here. So this is an apple, right? No, it's not. It's not an apple. It is our classroom. Yes. Whoa. Yeah. Yes, you are. And inside this apple is our classroom. This is 10th period inside of here. Okay? Now, this is going to be a little different. This is going to be a little different now. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be different. I'm going to have you talk to the apple. You'll see. You'll see. So, oh, speaking of magic, Harry Potter. I'm going to get something straight in this room. Harry Potter, not a real magician. We are going to do magic today. I'm going to show you this animal on the inside of it. The real magician, Gandalf, Lord of the Rings. Right? Anybody ever see that? Lord of the Rings, Gandalf? Yes. That is the real magician, not Harry Potter. Okay? So, going back to the 4 C's. Going back to the 4 C's. The 4 C's. This is the way I would like to see and hear my classroom, right? The 4 C's. I want you to right now think of something positive in your head. It could be a positive comment. It could be a positive situation. It could be something that you feel would really help make this classroom run in a really effective way. I'll give you an example. My positive comment would be, I really love the way that you guys communicated with that activity. The sound was really good. So something like that. That would be, I would like to see my classroom like that. The communication, sound level at that level. All right? Can someone start us off and talk to the apple and fill it with something positive? I know it's weird. Trust me. I know. Trust me. There's a point to this. Okay, Jack. Jack, say something positive to the apple.
You have a very nice red skin.
Okay, very nice. You're saying something positive. Okay, apples do have skin. They do. Something positive. I like that. That was a positive comment to the apple. Good. What's your name? Brian. Good.
You have a nice stem.
You have a nice stem. Okay. There you go. All right. Anything else? Anything else?
You are very shiny.
You are very shiny. All right. Okay. Now, can we say something that? Remember, I said this is our classroom. Can we say something? That's good. These are all characteristics or description of the apple, right? Descriptors. Can we say something positive about the classroom?
Yes.
Or something that we want to see the classroom run? How we want to see it run?
I want it to run
Alex.
like America.
You want it to run like America?
America.
Can you go further with that? What does that mean?
America.
To run like America, what does that mean? Freedom. Do you want freedom in this classroom?
Yeah.
Okay, fill it. Put freedom in there.
Thank you, Dolly.
Creativity. Put freedom in here. Anyone else? No? All right. Now, what we're going to do is this. It's not the legs. It's a cookie and I just opened up our classroom. I'm not going to do it anymore. And I would like to give a little disclaimer. On my way home, I will drop this off at a farm where there is a horse that loves the apples.
But we have
Now, Mr. Allman, you're not talking right now.
period and a little bit of organized time to get things ready. So, in order to really give ourselves time to review, and if there's any questions about PM bus dismissal, the information was just recently received. We were able to put it into PDF form and attach it to teacher emails, so you'll have that information in your inbox. We're going to dismiss early from 10th period at about 2:21. So we ask that all 10th period teachers at 2:21 dismiss your students to go back to their homerooms. We're going to slightly extend the organized piece so that we have a little bit of time just to review for bus dismissal, PM bus lineups, etc. We will then get on the announcements at approximately 2:31, and we will begin dismissing individual homerooms and areas to the buses. Now, the first day of school, so how that works is very simple. Our homeroom teachers will literally walk your classes and you out either the gym door or the door at the end of the wing downstairs, and then along the sidewalk to the crosswalk, and then across over to the two areas. We have buses lined up at both DMS and over at West around the building. So the buses at DMS are the blue wave, and the buses at West are the gold wave. We'll be dismissing in a similar fashion all week long, but today especially we just want to give us extra time to do it. So 2:21 or so, we're going to dismiss the homerooms, and then we'll be back on the announcements at 2:30. Thank you.
So real quick, if you look in the inside, it wasn't bad. It was fine. The apple was supposed to be fine, but it's a little bruised now because it was exposed to the air, right? So that kind of backfired in my face because of the announcements, but it happens. So the idea is to have a classroom that's positive if you open up on the inside, right? But now if I take another apple,
Another one? Is this a toe? Wait, did we just go through the door this time?
no, if I take another one, but I want you to see now the opposite effect. Instead of filling it with positive, you fill it with negativity. Now, without cursing, without saying anything that is outlandish or too crazy, can you say things to this apple? So you're like, oh, look at all the hands. No, I have no hands when it's like, say something positive, right? And everybody, I got negative stuff to say right here. Give me something here. So can you say something without crossing the border, right? Crossing the line. Can you say something negative? What don't I want to hear in a classroom?
You're a very fat apple.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that, right? In the classroom.
You don't want to
You're
hear
making fun of-
racism.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear racism. Yeah, right?
You have an ugly stem.
There you go, ugly stem.
Why are you so green?
You're green. What else?
I got one.
Go ahead.
I want to eat you.
Yes. Sure. I hope I don't ever hear that in a classroom, right? Yeah. How about me as a teacher? Like, what are some things you don't think I want to see in a classroom? What are they?
You're spoiled.
You're spoiled, sure, right? I'll fill in one.
This man's got two legs.
You didn't do your homework, Apple. You didn't do your homework. You're now in trouble. You're failing, Apple. Okay? Now. When you say terrible things to the apple, if you look, it's rotten on the right around the rim over there as well, right? You guys did this, by the way. You did it. Yeah. You did this by saying your negative comments. My point for today is, I know you're saying, what's the crazy man talking about?
He's talking about apples.
Sure. My point is that you have control over how the inside of this classroom is going to be. You guys do. We together. You have control. So if you're going to do the things that are right, this classroom is going to be good. It's going to work and function well. And we're going to have problems, don't worry, but we'll get over them. But here's the thing. We need to work together to make sure that we do not have this rotten inside like that, like the apple. Okay? Now, there's one thing I need to do. I need to collect your nameplates. So as you leave, can you please do two things? I'm sorry. Would you grab a parent letter on the way out and give it to your parent/guardian tonight? And then also give me the nameplates. Guys, it was a pleasure. Have a great day. I hope your first day was awesome.
I got this.
We don't